Top 3 vitamins to boost memory and protect your brain from Alzheimer. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there in the first place? Or struggled to recall the name of someone you've known for years? These moments can be frustrating. But what if I told you that simple vitamins found in everyday foods might help protect your precious memories and keep your brain healthier for longer? Today, I'm going to reveal the top 3 vitamins that research suggests could boost your memory and help shield your brain from Alzheimer's disease. By the end of this video, you'll not only know exactly which vitamins to focus on, but also the specific foods and supplements that contain them in the most absorbable forms. I'll share practical tips that you can start implementing today to potentially strengthen your memory, enhance your cognitive function, and reduce your risk of cognitive decline. If you or someone you love is concerned about brain health, these next 20 minutes could make a meaningful difference in your life. So grab a pen and paper, get comfortable, and let's dive into information that could help preserve what matters most: your memories and your mind. Do you remember the first time you realized memory isn't something we can take for granted? Maybe it was watching a loved one struggle with forgetting important details, or perhaps you've noticed small changes in your own recall ability. The truth is, our brains are incredible organs that deserve the very best care we can give them. And fortunately, science has been revealing more and more about how nutrition impacts our brain health, especially as we age. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to maintain sharp minds well into their 90s while others experience cognitive decline much earlier? While genetics certainly plays a role, emerging research suggests that what we eat may be just as important in determining our brain's longevity and health. When we talk about Alzheimer's prevention, we're really talking about building what scientists call cognitive reserve. Essentially, giving your brain extra protection against the changes that can lead to memory loss. And vitamins play a crucial role in creating this protective buffer. What's fascinating is how these essential nutrients work at the cellular level to shield your brain from damage, enhance communication between brain cells, and even reduce inflammation that's associated with cognitive decline. Isn't it amazing to think that something as simple as what's on your plate today could affect your memory years from now? Let's start with our first brain-boosting superstar, vitamin E. Have you noticed that vitamin E doesn't get nearly as much attention as some other vitamins? Yet when it comes to brain health, it's an absolute powerhouse. Vitamin E is a potent antioxidant that helps protect your brain cells from oxidative stress. Think of it as rust-proofing for your brain. Studies have found that people with higher levels of vitamin E in their blood often perform better on memory tests and show slower rates of cognitive decline. Isn't it remarkable how something so simple could make such a difference? But here's something many people don't realize about vitamin E. It's not just one compound, but actually a family of 8 different compounds, including tocopherols and tocotrienols. And getting the full spectrum of these compounds is important for maximum brain protection. Have you checked your multivitamin lately to see what form of vitamin E it contains? Many supplements only contain one form, alpha-tocopherol, which doesn't provide the complete protection your brain needs. Wouldn't you rather get the complete package of protection? So where can you find natural sources of vitamin E? Think nuts and seeds, especially almonds, sunflower seeds, and hazelnuts. Just a handful of almonds provides about half your daily requirement. Avocados, spinach, and olive oil are also excellent sources. Have you incorporated any of these foods into your meals this week? I'd love to know what your favorite vitamin E-rich food is. And here's a little cooking tip. Lightly steaming your spinach actually helps release more of the vitamin E so your body can absorb it better. Isn't that a simple trick worth trying? Now, have you ever heard that vitamin E supplements might be dangerous? This misconception came from some older studies that used extremely high doses. Current research shows that appropriate doses of mixed tocopherols and tocotrienols are safe for most people. But as with any supplement, it's always wise to check with your healthcare provider before starting, especially if you're taking blood thinners. Have you had a conversation with your doctor about brain-healthy supplements yet? It's an important discussion worth having. Moving on to our second memory-protecting vitamin, the B vitamins, particularly B6, B12, and folate. These three work as a team to lower levels of homocysteine in your blood. Why does that matter? Because elevated homocysteine has been linked to an increased risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. When was the last time you had your homocysteine levels checked? It's not part of standard blood work, but it's something you might want to ask your doctor about, especially if memory concerns run in your family. B12 deserves special attention, because deficiency becomes increasingly common as we age. Did you know that after age 50, many people lose the ability to properly absorb B12 from food? This happens because we produce less stomach acid and intrinsic factor, both necessary for B12 absorption. And here's something particularly concerning. B12 deficiency can actually mimic dementia symptoms. Have you or someone you know been experiencing memory issues that seem to come on rather suddenly? It might be worth checking B12 levels, as this is one cause of cognitive decline that can often be reversed with proper supplementation. Where can you find these crucial B vitamins? B12 is primarily found in animal products like fish, meat, eggs, and dairy. This is why vegetarians and especially vegans need to be particularly vigilant about their B12 status. Have you considered whether your diet provides enough B12? For folate, look to leafy greens like spinach and kale, as well as legumes and citrus fruits. And B6 is abundant in poultry, fish, potatoes, and bananas. Doesn't it seem manageable to include these foods in your regular meal rotation? But here's something critical to understand about B vitamins. They need to be in the right form to be effective. For instance, many people have genetic variations that make it difficult to convert folate into its active form. Have you ever heard of MTHFR gene variations? These common genetic differences affect up to 40% of the population and impact how well your body can use certain B vitamins. This is why supplements containing methylated forms of B vitamins, like methylcobalamin for B12 and methylfolate for folate, may be more effective for many people. When was the last time you checked the form of B vitamins in your supplement? Our eye-sized third brain protective vitamin might surprise you. Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin. Did you know that vitamin D isn't really just a vitamin but actually functions more like a hormone in your body? And your brain is loaded with vitamin D receptors, suggesting it plays a crucial role in cognitive function. Have you ever noticed your thinking seems clearer after spending time in the sunshine? There might be a scientific reason for that feeling. Research has found compelling connections between vitamin D deficiency and increased risk of dementia. One large study followed participants for nearly 20 years and found that those with severe vitamin D deficiency had a substantially higher risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. Isn't it remarkable that something as simple as maintaining adequate vitamin D levels could potentially reduce your risk of such a devastating condition? Unfortunately, vitamin D deficiency is incredibly common, especially in northern climates and among older adults. Did you know that your skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D as you age? By age 70, you may produce only about 30% of the vitamin D that you did at age 20. When was the last time you had your vitamin D levels checked? It's a simple blood test that could provide important information about your brain health risks. While sunshine is the most natural source of vitamin D, food sources include fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, egg yolks, and fortified foods like milk and orange juice. However, it's difficult to get enough vitamin D from food alone. Have you considered how much vitamin D you're getting daily? For many people, especially those over 50, supplementation becomes necessary. But don't just grab any supplement. Look for vitamin D3, cholecalciferol, which is the form your body naturally produces and uses most efficiently. And always take it with a meal containing some healthy fats, as vitamin D is fat-soluble and needs fat for proper absorption. Isn't it interesting how these little details can make such a big difference in how well your supplements work? Now let's talk about how these vitamins work together for maximum brain protection. Have you ever heard the saying that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts? This is certainly true when it comes to brain nutrition. These vitamins don't work in isolation. They function as part of a complex network, supporting and enhancing each other's effects. For instance, vitamin E works better when you have adequate vitamin C levels, and B vitamins are more effective when vitamin D levels are optimal. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies are designed to use these nutrients in concert? This is why a balanced, brain-healthy diet like the Mediterranean or Mind diet is so beneficial. These eating patterns naturally provide synergistic combinations of nutrients that support cognitive health. Have you explored either of these dietary approaches? The Mind diet, which stands for Mediterranean-Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay, was specifically designed based on foods shown to support brain health and has been associated with reduced Alzheimer's risk in multiple studies. Wouldn't it be worth trying some of these dietary patterns if they could help protect your precious memories? Beyond vitamins, there are other nutrients that deserve honorable mentions for brain health. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA, are essential for brain cell structure and communication. Magnesium helps regulate neurotransmitters involved in learning and memory. And antioxidants like those found in colorful fruits and vegetables help combat the oxidative stress that can damage brain cells. Have you thought about how colorful your plate is at each meal? A good rule of thumb is to aim for at least 3 different colors of natural foods daily to ensure you're getting a broad spectrum of brain protective compounds. But let's be realistic. Even with the best intentions, it can be challenging to get optimal levels of all these nutrients from diet alone, especially as we age and our nutrient absorption decreases. This is where thoughtfully chosen supplements can play a supportive role. Have you considered working with a healthcare provider knowledgeable about nutritional approaches to brain health? Finding the right balance of food and supplements tailored to your specific needs can make a significant difference in your cognitive health journey. Now, you might be wondering, if these vitamins are so important, why don't we hear more about them from conventional medical sources? That's a great question, and the answer lies partly in how our medical system is structured. Doctors receive minimal training in nutrition, and pharmaceutical approaches tend to dominate treatment protocols. But haven't you noticed that more healthcare providers are beginning to recognize the critical role of nutrition in preventing cognitive decline? The evidence has become too compelling to ignore. Have you brought up nutritional approaches with your healthcare provider? You might be surprised at how receptive they may be to discussing these options. I want to emphasize something very important. While these vitamins show promise for supporting brain health and potentially reducing Alzheimer's risk, they are not a cure for existing Alzheimer's disease. Prevention and early intervention are where nutrition can make the biggest impact. If you or a loved one is already experiencing significant memory issues, these approaches should be used alongside, not instead of, conventional medical care. Have you established a relationship with a doctor who specializes in cognitive health? Finding the right medical team is an essential part of any brain health strategy. Let's talk about practical implementation. How can you incorporate these brain-boosting vitamins into your daily routine? Start by focusing on whole foods first. Aim to include at least one food rich in each of these vitamins daily. Could you add a handful of almonds to your breakfast? Enjoy a salmon lunch and include leafy greens with dinner? Small, consistent changes add up to significant brain protection over time. Would you find it helpful to create a simple meal plan that incorporates these brain-healthy foods? For supplementation, consider getting baseline blood tests to identify any specific deficiencies you might have. Vitamin D testing is particularly important since deficiency is so common and can significantly impact brain health. Have you had a comprehensive nutrient panel done recently? This information can help you target your supplementation more effectively, rather than taking a shotgun approach. When choosing supplements, quality matters tremendously. Look for reputable brands that undergo third-party testing to verify their potency and purity. Have you researched the supplements you're currently taking? Unfortunately, the supplement industry isn't well regulated, and studies have found that many products don't contain what they claim or contain contaminants. Investing in higher quality supplements from trusted manufacturers can make a significant difference in their effectiveness. Timing and combinations of supplements also matter. Some nutrients compete for absorption, while others enhance each other. For example, iron and calcium can interfere with zinc absorption, while vitamin C enhances iron absorption. Has anyone ever explained these interactions to you? A knowledgeable healthcare provider can help you create a supplementation schedule that maximizes benefits and avoids potential conflicts. Remember that consistency is key when it comes to brain nutrition. These vitamins don't work like medications that produce immediate effects. They support brain health gradually over time. Have you established daily routines that help you remember to take your supplements and eat brain-healthy foods? Simple habits like having a designated supplement spot in your kitchen or setting reminders on your phone can help ensure you're consistent with your brain health regimen. Beyond nutrition, other lifestyle factors play crucial roles in brain health and Alzheimer's prevention. Regular physical exercise increases blood flow to the brain and stimulates the growth of new brain cells. Mental stimulation through learning new skills helps build cognitive reserve. And quality sleep is essential for clearing waste products from the brain that are associated with Alzheimer's disease. Have you created a comprehensive brain health plan that addresses all these factors? The most effective approach to protecting your cognitive function combines multiple strategies. Social connection deserves special mention, as research has consistently shown that people with strong social ties maintain better cognitive function as they age. During the pandemic, many older adults experienced increased isolation, which may have implications for brain health. Have you been able to rebuild your social connections? Whether through family gatherings, community groups, or even online forums, finding ways to meaningfully connect with others provides vital stimulation for your brain. Stress management is another critical component of brain health that's often overlooked. Chronic stress leads to elevated cortisol levels, which can damage the hippocampus, a brain region crucial for memory formation. Have you developed effective strategies for managing the inevitable stresses of life? Practices like meditation, deep breathing, or even simple activities you enjoy can help reduce stress hormones and protect your brain. As we wrap up our discussion of these 3 crucial vitamins for brain health, I want to emphasize that it's never too early or too late to start caring for your brain. Research suggests that the changes that eventually lead to Alzheimer's disease begin decades before symptoms appear, meaning that the choices you make today could affect your cognitive health for years to come. Isn't it empowering to know that you have some control over your brain's future? And for those of you who might be concerned that you've already missed the boat because you're older, please know that studies show benefits from improved nutrition at any age. Your brain maintains impressive adaptability throughout life, and giving it the nutrients it needs can support its function regardless of your current age. Have you bought into the myth that cognitive decline is simply inevitable with age? The case. Science tells us that while some changes are normal, significant decline is not an unavoidable part of aging. I hope this information has given you practical tools to support your brain health journey. Wouldn't it feel wonderful to maintain your sharp mind, precious memories, and independence throughout your entire life? With the right approach to brain nutrition and overall lifestyle, you have the power to significantly influence your cognitive future. If you've made it to this end of this video, I want to sincerely thank you for investing this time in your brain health. Your presence here shows that you're someone who takes proactive steps toward protecting what matters most: your mind and memories. Did you find this information valuable for your own health journey? If so, please hit that like button to help more people discover this important information. And I'd love to know, which of these vitamins were you most surprised to learn about? Share in the comments below with the phrase brain boost followed by the vitamin that was most interesting to you. Was it vitamin E, the B vitamins, or vitamin D? Your comments not only help me create better content for you, but also build our community of brain health advocates. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, now is the perfect time to join our brain health community by clicking that subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll be notified when I release new videos with more practical information on protecting your cognitive health. The next video appearing on your screen explores the powerful connection between sleep quality and Alzheimer's prevention. It's information you won't want to miss. Remember, taking care of your brain isn't just about avoiding disease. It's about living your fullest, most vibrant life with all your precious memories intact. Until next time, this is Your Name, wishing you the very best in health and happiness.